gonna tell y'all a story. And was it February? My Jeep was starting to act kind of funny. So I was like, I'm not gonna tear this car up. I'm gonna get something else. Make up my mind. I'm gonna get something else. No, tear that up till it get fixed. And so I parked my car at my friend's house. And then I said, okay, it's safe there because she got a big driveway. I left it there and I used another car to get to work. And I was like, okay, it's safe there. And she calls me, I'm starting it up every day, and she calls me and say, you need to move the car because the tow guy that plows the snow is going to come through. Now mind you, we weren't hardly getting no snow. And he could plow, and it never did really snow when she was talking about that. And so I was like, I had just cleaned out my Jeep. And you talking about somebody was tired cleaning that out and getting all that stuff out that Jeep to prepare it for going to the repair shop. And she was like rushing. It was a rushy um, voice, like it got to be now. So I said, okay, I'll be there tonight and get my car. So that night I drove by there to go move my car. Now mind you, it's dark and I just got off work. It's about 11 something at night, about 11:10, and I'm gonna move my car, walk to where my car was at, even though I was in another car, get that car, drive it to another location, and then get in the other car that I was in, and go on. I moved that car. I walked in that cold winter's night, and you talking about it was cold. My hands was cold. It was ice spots in the sidewalk where you walking. You had to be careful where you was working because it was frozen over. And was walking to that car. I finally made it to the house where my car was at. Got that car, started that car up, backed that car up, went forward, drove that car, parked that car. I only had a little ways to walk to get to the other car. But did I have an epiphany? I said, this don't make no sense. I'm out in the night going to get a car from a friend's house, and she had like at least about 12 spots you could park your car in on that property. And my car was the only one right there in the driveway, and it was way over to the side. But she wanted it moved anyway. So I moved it, and I had an epiphany when I was doing all that. I said, you ain't gotta deal with nobody telling you to move your car. You got your own property. Go and put it on your property in front of your own house, and you will not have a problem with nobody telling you to move and when to move that. You know what? Listen to God. God was right. I had that towed to my house, put that car in front of my house, and I ain't had no problem since. That was ever since March. It is August. I got a brand new car now, and that car that I was moving, that Jeep, is sitting right there in front of my house, just like I said, with no problem. I ain't having no problem. because it's in front of my own property. God taught me something about that. When it's on your property, you don't have to deal with nobody. Make sure your stuff ain't on nobody else's property. I don't care if you think they're best friend or not. Make sure your stuff is on your own property. Because then you don't have no headaches. You don't have no problems. You don't have no attitude from nobody because your stuff is on your property. I learned that. Now, if that was on my property, it might be a different story. I really probably wouldn't even care if you was in front of my property with your car. But the shoe was on the other foot. My car was on somebody else's property, and I learned a quick lesson from that. And that made me have an epiphany. God said to me, put it on your own property. You'll have peace with it on your property. God ain't never lied. It is showing up the truth. I had nothing but peace since I moved it on over there to my own property. Blessings. Peace. And it was an open door after that. I jumped through that open door. I don't have to worry about nobody telling me to move. Nothing ever again, ever. I was already set when that was happening. But when somebody is trying to rush you, you put your antennas up. It is nothing that serious to rush like that. My antennas went bloop. What's the big rush? Oh, when I moved into my property, no rush ever. That car just sitting there just like it's brand new, just sitting there. It's the mindset, y'all. My mind is in peace. Ain't nobody finna ruffle no feathers about anything. I'm gonna get it up off there so I can have a peace. Because I still had to go to work every day. I had to have peace. I don't want to be running in the middle of the night to nothing. I'm a woman. Why am I out there walking and trucking, walking over slick spots of ice and stuff? What if I had failed? That's what I'm saying. God was right there with me, making sure I was safe. And that's who I'm sticking with. It ain't about who you know like that. All you gotta know is one good one. That's God. That is the number one uno in your life. He was sticking right by me, telling me what to do. I parked that car somewhere else for temporary, was brushing the snow off of that thing every day, and they wouldn't even bother me. And then when I got it to my house, I would brush it off at the house to make sure it looked at least presentable while it was parked there. And it been parked there, and it's on my property, and it's been fine. What was the big deal about? It was just a big deal only to that person. It was not no real big deal. I can solve the problem. That's what God was saying. You got the solution. Get in the car and go get it. Tow it to your house and let it be, sit there and you peaceful. It's gonna be peaceful. It's on your property. That's right. Be blessed, y'all. Open door. I jumped through it. New life. New priorities. New lifestyle. Happens when you jump through open doors that God opened for you. I jumped through that open door. I worked even more. Gotta make that move. Everybody ain't jumping through that door with you. Even if they trying to, they ain't gonna get in. Sometimes that door is only open for you. Your friends ain't coming. They is not coming. They gonna be still wherever they was at. They can't even see the door. They can't even see the action of what you took. They just see you ain't around for a while. They'll be calling. Many a times, they'll be calling. They'll be looking for you after a while. But when you in that open door, you don't got no time to be stopping. You better jump in that open door and don't look back. You're not Lot's wife. Don't look back. One that Lot, that was a lot about land too. Lot went one way and Abraham went the other way. It had a lot to do with land, and Lot's wife didn't want to leave the land. She wanted to look back at that land, and God was destroying that land. So when she looked back, that land was getting tore up, and she wasn't going to be there to talk about it because she was turning into stone, the pillar. I didn't look back neither. I kept it pushing. I kept driving. I wasn't like, oh yeah, I made it happen. God showed me a lesson through that. Walking to a destination, getting your stuff off a property that's not yours, and go put it on a property, a safer property, which was it was actually a lot. That lot was safer than at my friend's house, because if it was to stay at the friend's house, the friend was going to be calling you and bugging you and having an attitude. When I went and parked it up the street of that open lot there, it was there for maybe a week, just up the street. And I didn't get not one bugging call, not nothing was touched on my car, and it was in an empty lot. It was the only car on the lot in the night. In the day, it was more stuff going around, and I made sure I brushed it off, and it was safe on that lot than where I thought it was gonna be safe. And a friend's lot, it wasn't no peace on that lot. It was peace when I moved it off of that lot. See, you be putting all that energy into thinking them friends is your open door, is your solitude, when they not. They're gonna be bugging you. It's not. I got bugged. I got off that. I got that car out the minute she opened her mouth and said my car was a problem. I was like, it'll be gone that day. After I got out of there, it was no more. She won't call in no more about that. Because I made it a peaceful situation. I ain't argue with her. I said, I'm going to move it off this lot. I'll be there tonight. And I got blessings through that. I got a brand new car. Like a couple of days after I moved it off that lot, I was driving in this brand new black shiny Acura 2014, y'all. Count your blessings. God got something in store bigger than what you think. I didn't even know I was going to be getting that. Thank you, Lord. Don't be Lot's wife. Keep it moving. I did not complain. I didn't double back. I didn't say, why can't it just stay there a little longer, to my friend? No, I moved it when she said it was a problem, and I got blessed with a brand new spanking car, and I still got the Jeep too. Look at that, y'all. New shopping spree. Everything came in as this. I have a shopping spree. She still don't know nothing about that. I just shopping. I ain't even been back around there. I ain't even had time. I've been working. I've been working. Y'all, I've been working so much. I might go over there today. But I'm telling you, I've been gone for months. From March to February, when it started happening at the end of February, to where we at now, we in August. And look at all the blessing I got immediately once I moved that car. Moved it off that property. Didn't look back. I ain't looked back like Lot. Why? I kept it pushing. Because that was my open door. That was an open door and didn't even know it. Be blessed, y'all. Have a blessed day. Peace. Watch for open doors that may be through a move. You gotta move something so you could jump through that open door like I did. God is our source of supply, y'all. Peace.